Good morning. This is your morning devotion from the Elim Church in Sunderland. Both my wife and I have been committed Christians for over 50 years. And in that time, we've been in leadership most of that time in various churches, 2 churches in fact. And it's been the privilege to share the lives of many people who we came to know. And among events that we shared were weddings and funerals. Can't remember how many weddings and how many funerals I've taken and been part of, but we've shared them. And it's interesting to note the choice, particularly of music at these events. I remember one young couple, they chose for their opening hymn at their wedding, the hymn Call to Separation. That was the first line of the hymn, and I'm glad it wasn't prophetic, because that young couple have been married for very many years and are still happily married now. And then funerals. Now, it's amazing how many funerals you go to, and various items of music that people have played or sung. The variety is endless. But I have noted that there is one hymn that stands out above all others, that people feel very drawn to and love to sing. And that's the hymn, The Old Rugged Cross. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross. Till my trophies at last I lay down, I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it for someday for a crown. People are drawn to this hymn, and it's very emotional for many, and particularly Christians have a strong attachment to it, and it's strange that non-Christians do as well. But it's about the cross, and they love to sing about the cross. And the cross is powerful, and the Bible, the New Testament particularly, is all about the cross. When Paul, the great apostle, went and sent a letter to Corinth, he talked to them about preaching the gospel, and not with words of human wisdom, lest the cross of Christ be emptied of its power. He went on to say, look, I come to do many things, but the thing I've come to do most of all is preach Christ and Him crucified. You see, the cross is vital to Christianity. It's all about Jesus coming and dying, surrendering Himself to the cross for you and for me. Jesus said, no man comes to the Father but through me. I am the way. And so the cross is vital. And when you look at the cross, you see that Jesus was hung, hands outstretched, upright on a cross. Some people would argue about the shape of the cross and say it was this, that, or the other. But let me tell you, my friend, Jesus hung, hands outstretched. And 2 things were symbolized by that. There was the perpendicular. There was the perpendicular, the vertical, upright to God. The vertical, upright to God, bringing us into relationship with God. Jesus died to bring us into relationship with God the Father. No man comes to the Father but by me. And then His arms outstretched to show that His love embraced the world, embraced you and I should do the same. Embrace one another in love and in care. So that's the message of the cross. And that's why so many people like to sing, I will cherish the old rugged cross. Do you cherish the old rugged cross and the Christ of the cross? Then if you do, you'll be able to sing, I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down.